my relative lack of ability, I've spent my time keeping...
Thank you for all of that, Malus.
When I announced orders to the organization's members on Demoiselle's behalf, I used to deliberately keep a few people in the dark and observe the reactions of the synth vendors. If the vendors didn't change their plans, then the individuals informed of our orders must be innocent. If the vendors packed up and fled, however, then someone must have given them the news. After several rounds of testing and investigative tracing, I've narrowed the suspect list down to 3 people. The first is Florent, Spina de Rasula's senior advisor.
Huh? Florent?
Yes, surprising, isn't it? He was one of the people Boss trusted the most, which also means that he was someone who understood Boss really well. Thanks to his position within Boss's innermost circle, he always knew our upcoming plans and could thus avoid capture this whole time. There's someone else like him too. Marcel, the head of Confrérie of Cabrières.
Uncle Marcel.
It's a guild. In the beginning...
So, they're like a...
Yes, you can say that. When we were...
The final suspect is Thierry, the man responsible for coordinating information. Although the guard, since Thierry...
I see. These are all people who I communicate with quite regularly. To think that the enemy we've been fighting against has been right next to me all along, among those I trust the most. It's almost too hard to believe.
If you want to investigate them, please take every precaution to not alert the quarry. Judging from our experience, the enemy is extremely...
Of course.
You're too kind, my lady. I'm just doing my duty. And before I forget, proving Boss's innocence would also mean clearing him of blame in Jacques' death. After that incident, Jacques' wife and daughter were taken into the Spina's care. They still live in Poisson today. If it might help, you could also pay them a visit. I can make the necessary arrangements.
Aw, thank you.
A new case awaits, my dear partner. I hope we can work together to uncover the truth and end this case once and for all.
It is settled, then.
Thank you for arranging.
Excuse me, miss.
Oh,
Hey, Navia's all quiet. This isn't like her at all.
I'm sorry.
But
Aren't all of those things nothing compared to the loss of Jacques?
You don't
I didn't know how. I know.
I'm sorry. On the matter of...
Would you mind sharing it with me?
I always knew that my husband's money was earned through others' suffering. He told me countless. He had many regrets. So when Mr. Khaled, he tried to be as careful as he could. But even so, he was still found out by the higher-ups.
They found out about his betrayal?
Papa didn't say that exactly.
I don't know that for sure. Which is why I'm the one who should feel guilty. Even if he...
But Mama, Papa always...
Well,
Yeah.
then you should hold, regardless of...
Oh.
Thank you.
Thank you. Even though your personality is quite different from your father's, your determination when you speak...
You really think that's...
Are you okay, Navia?
I'm fine. Don't worry. Let's investigate the 3 suspects next.
Greetings, boss. How may I be of assistance?
I'm sure you've heard of
Yeah, I've heard.
it also. After my part, can you do me a favor?
After that, my first read. But when I got...
So you also...
Indeed. Reason being, but according... About the clothes left at the scene that you mentioned. Do you think there...
At least from our... The gun he was...
Yeah, that... But hold on. He didn't even... Did he lose all...
About... I'll tell you...
I understand. And if I made... Many people... But it was Mr... No matter what...
Don't worry. You and...
Intel is just like teachers. Gotta invest a lot before you get started.
Hey, Thierry! It's me!
Oh, now.
Oh.
Oh, okay.
Are you sure there isn't a little bit of truth in that?
I mean, where I work is really up to me. Let's just say I enjoy the ambiance of what. Callis did a fantastic job running the town, building Spina di Rasula from the ground up and clearing many obstructions in my way. It would be next to impossible for me to find a similarly easy but high-paying job in the city. Anyway, enough chit-chat. Are these 2 friends of yours? You, here for some formal business?
Yes. These 2 are my partners. What happened at the Opera House?
Ah, if you want to go through the original files from your father's case, I can help you look for them.
That'd be much appreciated. Thank you. Actually, I have another question.
Of course. Why do you ask? We definitely can't use them to forcefully get more evidence for your father's case.
Well, you see, just recently, we were attacked by a horde of unnumbered Gardamex in the city. So, if you hypothetically wanted to do something...
If I had to make an analogy, When you order a dish, the chef will make... If you try to removing a so I can they're certainly not cheap. So, whoever their owner is must be super rich, powerful, or both. Now that you mention it, though, being in the synth business would definitely be profitable enough to afford this.
Oh, then you're officially in the clear, Thierry.
Jokes aside, I'd like to wish you all the best with your investigation. I'll be staying in this...
Welcome to Palais Mermonia.
The wind rises.
Which is more valuable? Unlimited mana or unlimited time?
Squall and fury. The wind rises. Surge forth.
Hello. How may I help you?
I'm here to see Marcel. Could you please let him know? You can just say Navia's looking for him.
Sure. I will let him know right away.
Navia, hello. Sorry to keep you waiting. I'm not as...
Oh, it's all right. I just wanted to...
Yes.
Oh!
That's right. I also witnessed your marvelous... To beat the Hydra...
Oh,
Apologies. It's just how Fontaine is as a nation. Everyone loves drama and theatrics.
Uncle Marcel, you've also noticed that other thing, right? The fact that humans can dissolve in water?
Yes. I was reminded of your father's case right away.
Exactly.
Oh,
We were attacked on Araneus by some unnumbered Gardamex. And there was also an attempt to get me to drink water from the primordial sea. If not for the vigilance of my partner, I probably wouldn't even be here talking.
Alas, but rest assured, if anyone dares to lay their hands on you there, the Confrérie of Cabriere will use its funds to the last Mora to bring them to justice.
Thank you, Uncle. Do you have any new...
The Confrérie, then I heard this.
Oh, it's a...
Sounds good. All my wealth...
This can work. I'll just treat them as new samples.
Too slow.
We've talked to all...
None of them sounded particularly suspicious.
I suppose that's to be expected, though. If a single conversation's all that's needed to find them out, then my father wouldn't have needed to investigate the case for so many years. Anyway, even though we didn't make a break...
But where should we start? You're right! Flora mentioned that Callus probably only ended up with the gun because of circumstance. That makes sense.
According to Jacques' family members, he already told them that he had been discovered, and that he had no choice before he left home that day. If I had to guess, he probably received an order from the synth boss to kill my father. Had he refused, he and his family's lives would have been forfeit.
So, Jacques fired the first shot?
Oh? And why is that?
Oh, that's a good point. Jacques probably already knew that he was just being used as a tool for murder. And once he had completed his mission, he'd be of no more use to his boss.
Huh. So, what would make more sense from his perspective would be to turn his back on the Order and seek protection from my father. Makes sense. Besides, Jacques, it's obvious.
Do you think...
Given everything that's happened since, it's quite possible. But who among the 3 suspects would have the ability to control privately owned Gardamex? Florent? It is true that he was closest, but...
So you're saying he's too broke to afford a mecha army?
Exactly. He can't. And even if he could, I don't think he would be able to dispatch a whole group so quickly. Thierry, you say? Huh. It is possible that he's figured out a way to convert the Gardamex for personal use. But I didn't feel...
Yeah, if the mecha were taken from the guards, it should be pretty easy to find...
Uncle Mersa, and with funds from the Confrérie, still also... who could it be? You know, if...
Could we be missing...
The suspect is... Even if I don't want to believe it, I'm starting to see how...
Well, we still have another trump card on top of all the theorizing and spec...
Yes. We need far more solid proof before we can hope to go charging in on our enemy.
Navia, here you are.
Huh?
Yeah.
Wasn't that place built specifically for holding trials? What's so newsworthy about this one?
I know. But they said the person they're putting on trial is a Fatui harbinger called Tartaglia.
What?
Yeah.
Well,
Wait,
that's what I thought. If the charge again...
right.
Yeah. And it'll be a lot harder then to clear Mr. Callus's name.
I understand. Well, partner, what do you think we should do? We still haven't found any conclusive evidence. Huh? Split up? What do you mean? Since this is You're right. I won't have any chance of making that charge stick, though, unless we find more evidence. It'll be up—
We'll help you.
Demoiselle, please allow us to accompany.
I'm ready.
Ah, Malou, Silver. When did you—
We heard. It's our hope.
See you then. Now that Navia has set out for Aranias, we should also get going. The location has already been marked on the map, so let's head over.
Squall and Fury.
Huh. According to Malou's info,
Too slow.
let's go and try to find the entrance. Finally found it! Huh. So this is the entrance that leads to the You're right. An important place like this is bound to have a ton of protective measures and mechanisms. Navia's probably arguing up a storm right now to stall for us.
It would appear that I must repeat my question again, Mr. Tartaglia. Do you accept the charge that you are the true culprit behind the serial disappearances case?
To be perfectly... However, in which case, as long as I accept the charge, I can have an all-out fight with that champion duelist Clorend, right? I've got to admit, that's one of the most enticing offers I've ever received. When I privately sparred with her last time, she was obviously holding back. Real disappointing.
Hey! Don't you understand? You're currently the prime suspect for a major case.
Oh? Sounds like the Hydro Archon. Then why don't you duel me too?
Alas, it would... In that case, let...
That case had nothing to do— Huh? What? What?
I told Miss Navia this, but that was an
Oh, please. Did you ever think I had any respect for this place's pointless theatrics? We can put that discussion aside for now. I'm not here to argue with you. I'm here to charge the true culprit behind the serial disappearance. And if my—
Oh, a young lady has charged in and offered to clear my name. How fascinating. Well, I'd gotten half bored to death by all these rules and procedures anyway, so I'll take you up on that offer. So, Your Honor, is there nothing else for me to do now?
You may take a seat for now in the audience, but that doesn't mean the suspicions against you have been lifted. Now then, Miss Navia, who is the person you would like to charge instead?
That person is— Marcel, the head of Confrérie of Cabrières!
Huh? What confrérie? Never heard of them in my life.
I've heard of them, but weren't they Spina di Rosula's sister organization?
Oh, is this going to be a friends to enemies type situation?
Please let me remind you, Miss Navia, and if the...
Yes.
In that case, members of the Mr. Marcel, you will not require an attorney. Is that correct?
Apologies. It all just happened so quickly. I still haven't figured out what's going on. I think an attorney won't be necessary. This is probably just a misunderstanding between me and Navia.
Very well. In that case, since both sides have now arrived, Miss Navia, please present your charges.
I would like to take everyone back to 3 years ago, to the case of Callus the Unfaithful. Only through elucidating what really happened in that case can we connect all the dots for the serial disappearances case.
Navia, do you really think that I was the one who killed your father? Come on, why would I do that? Callus was my benefactor, and remember, both you and I only ran to the scene when we heard the sound of a gun. If that's enough to make me a suspect, wouldn't that make everyone at that banquet a suspect as well?
I think there's no point in getting into the specifics right now. The audience doesn't even have the big picture yet. Even I'm struggling to remember some details of that case.
Exactly correct, Your Honor. I must refresh everyone's memory about that case before I can explain my charge and reasoning.
I see. In which case, I will recount the findings about that case as originally recorded by Maison Gardiennage. On the day of the murder, Spina di Rosula hosted a large banquet in a countryside estate owned by the Confrérie of Cabrières. During the banquet, all attending guests heard two. When the guests arrived at the scene, the guard's investigation. The suspect did not dispute. Callus was defeated by. These are the known facts.
The one with the motive to... after that... however... something's... a pile of cloak, but now... This assassin... The testimony... Realizing this, the true culprit caused the hired assassin to...
That's what happened. Wait, you're telling me something as dangerous as water from the primordial sea has been used for all these years?
What a great thing.
Mr. Marcel.
But I think I agree with everything Navia just said. In fact, there was nothing in her speech that directly implicated me.
Then, may I ask some questions? In my... 1.
I may not have... We should be able to... Considering that
makes sense.
Maybe she's scared.
Alternative.
My second question has to do with the ensuing duel. If the truth is indeed as you described, Then why didn't Mr. Callis explain himself in court? If he...
I've thought about this. The dissolving my father could have exposed it. At that time, what was certain?
Boss once told...
What? If the secret had... Of course, the guards might eventually figure out the truth of... But what good would that do? Had this up, but by staying... I was able to... And once I have figured out the truth and stepped up to the challenge, so... That's right.
Do you have any...
Of course. All you need... I don't need your... But since he...
As a champion duelist, I've fought many battles and taken account in my line of work. Just one look. I hereby swear on my name and honor as a champion duelist that Mr.
Since that's your testimony...
I concur. However, Miss Navia, you...
Right? What she said was
Wait, weren't they just talking about...
Of course, Your Honor. The two cases, in my father's case, the culprit and at the end of Linny's trial, the culprit also only dissolved the victim in front of... The culprit could only time their actions so coincidentally...
So that's why I'm used to it.
No need to appeal.
I won't try to... On top of that, does a person have to be physical? I know that alas, who won't feel at least a little... But if I were to just... Do you know what the...
I suppose...
It's timing. I'm a businessman by... In addition. But the
I do apologize.
No.
Is there anything... You can also take a look at my border entry records. Or could those records and testimonies do something to appease...
Seems like she...
At this rate...
I think you've done us... But aren't you going... He wished for you... Once you've learned to be more considerate of others' feelings, and to stop rushing headlong...
This isn't just about me. The biggest difference... The people whose... Many people... And whose... Is it a man...
Huh.
Oh. I was...
Unsightly insects. The wind rises.
Whoa! The floor is going up! Is it because of this mechanism in the middle? That guy really prepared a lot of stuff for this place.
Relax.
Paimon thinks we need to go up, but Paimon doesn't see a way. Let's take a look around. Maybe we'll find a hidden mechanism that'll show us the way up.
Squall and Fury. There's no need to exchange pleasantries. It's rather pathetic to force a conversation just to occupy silence.
The water level is rising! Now we can swim to the top! But this is still a ways away from where we need to go.
Solidify!
Teamwork is strength! Have fun with this gift!
Behold!
You dare to gaze upon me?
Quit following me.
Now the path is clear! Let's go!
Squall and Fury.
Stabilize! Order guide you!
Let's light it up! I'm going in!
After all, though, as expected... Oh, look! There's an important-looking basin over here, and it's full of water! That means this is where they make all this... If you dilute it, Paimon will take... his father. Oh, this seems to be an investigation report on him. This should prove the existence of the third person, right? We still have the old dog. He can act. I concur. Let's send... Oh, seems like we've got a bunch of correspondence between the higher-ups. Whoa! There's so much synth here! And so many bottles of ingredients that probably just contain... Mixing in... Whoa! There's even fruit-flavored synth? Yep! What's this over here? Looks like some experiment. The experiment was a failure. No individual managed to resurface from the water from the primordial sea. Sorry, traveler. Paimon will try her best. How can someone write something that terrible? You read the rest. Paimon's too scared to keep going. So, wait. Did he really think he'd be able to find a way just by dissolving people over and over? That's just insane! Huh? Isn't that the name you heard by the fountain? Paimon thought he was an eyewitness in the serial disappearances case. Ah, you mean Vache is the one who did all of these... So that's it? No, that's not it either! If that's the case... In any case... What's all this? Pink accessories, a hair tie, a necklace, even a makeup box. Oh, Paimon sees it too, but... Huh? You mean the girls from... And all the boxes of things. These We've looked at almost everything. Yeah, we haven't found anything that reveals his true identity. No wonder even Nervalette wasn't able to find any. That way, even if we bring all this back to the op... Sure thing. You take that side and Paimon will take this side. Check everything carefully. We'll find something for sure. Nothing at all! And Paimon can't even find snacks either! Whoa, really? Let Paimon see! Vinier. Isn't that Vache's... Then... Huh? It's... So, Mick, the final name... Marcel... Wait, but... Marcel...
And whose image is it a man?
Huh.
Oh. I was...
Navia! We're back!
As expected.
Just how...
It's all right, Monsieur Nervalette. Given their
But the truth of it, Marcel.
Huh?
We've investigated after your You even created...
So that's it. And with that,
this information... Well... You fixated... So...
You also know...
For our determination...
Mr. Marcel, please speak up now if you...
Do you think... Pay attention to you? What for? No one helped me. No one even believed me. All those they said there's no... Well, now you know, don't you? Ha! You only have yourselves to blame. Vignier is dead. We promised each other that we would always be together. Wherever she... But I'm not from this blasted place. So...
Hey, is that water from the primordial sea that he's drinking?
I can't dissolve. Do you all see? I did all of that. I spent my...
The suspect is exhibiting...
Don't touch me! Vignier, please!
At this point, the...
Fine by me.
Traveler. The man now known as Marcel was originally named Vacher and worked as an adventurer with his... During an underwater expedition, Vignier accidentally came into contact with water from the primordial sea and was dissolved. Vacher learned of the primordial water's existence through the work of others and began to kidnap to cover his track. During the course of his research, Vacher discovered... However, as he accumulated wealth to fund his continued research and expanded the scope, he came into conflict with Spina di Rosula. After exchanging blows with Spina di Rosula for many years, although the assassin and just recent, however, his attempt thus conclude the oratrice. According to the judgment, guilty.
Guards! Take Vacher away.
Good. It's...
with that...
We really just...
Yippee! He's heard so many... Huh? Are you okay?
Demoiselle, you were absolutely brilliant.
The day our late boss had always hoped for has finally come. You can rest easy.
Yeah.
Well now, hasn't this been a most delicious piece of drama? The villain has been caught, justice has been served. Since it's been such a great show, I'll just let the false accusations against me slide. Either way.
Please wait just one moment, Mr. Tartaglia.
What now?
According to court
Oh, come on.
Please respect the laws.
All right, but this
Through evidence presented in the public trial that was the guilty party, we now turn to the... According to the guilty...
What?
Hey! What's with this Huh?
I mean, have you...
But weren't the charges about the serial...
The judgment of the guards...
So this is how justice is done in Fontaine. What a joke. You've got your rules. Well, I've got mine too!
I am sorry. If you have been wronged, we will find the truth. But the rules of the court must be upheld.
Hey, Monsieur Nouvelette, what?
Apologies. All I do is follow court procedure. As for why the Oratrice arrived at the conclusion it did, you should probably ask someone more knowledgeable than me.
Well, I don't know.
What does Lady Farina mean by that?
She says she has...
Yeah, so are the... My dear, don't tell me.
But the way she looked just now...
However, and if you thought Child had nothing to do with everything, all the show... No, having said that...
So she chose to...
So you're saying...
She probably... However, please be...
All right. After all...
Hey, what are you doing? Quick, stop it! Traveler! Hey, Traveler!
Marcel! What are you...
Stop resist... No, wait! I just want to ask the Traveler something. I'm not looking to run away. Please, just let me ask this one small thing.
Go on.
Thank you. I was being led away when I finally realized something. I erased all...
Are you still trying to prove your innocence?
Really? The Fountain of Lucine? Then, please give me a chance to talk to her again. Just let the Traveler take me to the fountain to see her one last time. This is the last request I'll ever make in my life. You can do whatever you want to me afterwards.
What? Give it...
This request...
Of course!
Humans. Very well.
Your Honor.
I will go with him.
Thank you.
Quit following me.
Is this the place? You said she's here, but what do I need to do to see her?
Yeah.
Vache.
Ah!
Yes, that's it. So...
Vinier, it's...
Vache.
I'm here.
Hey, wait!
Vinier, is that...
Vache. You...
It's been all this time. I must be... Vinier, you are my everything. I really don't know how...
But Vache... If not for you, it's all because...
You...
You're right. Every woman who died by your hand, as our bodies dissolved, our thoughts, I'm Crest, the only...
Why?
She doesn't want... This is what you... But did you ever consider whether she'd want to see you do the things that you did? If she would despise you for what you became? You are a liar, a heartless murderer, and a cowardly narcissist. The only thing you... From the moment you're...
No! Yeah! She can't hate me. Let me see her, please! Have mercy!
You still don't understand. But on top of, she said that because she knew that if you did come here, we will show no...
Vache.
Vache? Vache. 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 Drown.
Finally, we have some time to do shopping. Gosh, it's really been a long time.
Huh. Well met, partner.
Even this weather.
It's a pleasure to see you both again.
Oh, hey!
Oh. It's everyone from Spina this time, though.
It's been the...
Oh, by the way, well...
Huh?
Yeah, I believe this... To be fair, though, she was trying to lean on...
Oh, yeah.
Anyway, I told... Oh, and...
Oh, are you...
It was thanks to her...
Oh, that's...
Anyway, oh,
What is...
I should pay a visit. And on top of that...
Miss Navia.
Indeed.
Sure thing.
And in that case...
Yeah.
Huh? Isn't that Nervalette? Why would the Chief Justice be here? Huh? No.
My apologies.
Don't say...
Sorry about...
Oh, I wanted to show my father how much I've grown.
In that case...
You really... In any case.
Well, there was once a time when I didn't want... Oh, which is also why I believe that Mr. Callis proved me, if not for his... Mr. Callis, and in the end, a justice that... So, you asked me why I came here. I just wanted to... This regret, that high and mighty chair in the Opera Epiclese indeed insulates one from many important things. Spina di Rosula, thank you so much for...
So, you're...
Sorry about that.
Didn't I just say you don't need...
So let's not disturb the... Paimon's never paid Huh? Oh, no. Anyway, Nervalette is still...
Quit following me.
Oh, it's you two. Did Miss Navia invite you to come pay your respects to her father?
We ran into Navia on the streets today, so we just followed her here.
I see. Then is there something that I can help you with?
Well, it's pretty hard to run into you like this.
Please feel free. Though outsiders, you helped us solve one of the greatest mysteries in Fontaine, and it...
So...
Truthfully, that there used to be a special sea most of Teyvat. But today, what Vache discovered must have been some... Indeed. Why would... To be frank, is there...
So...
Truthfully, that there used to be a special sea most of Teyvat. But today, what Vache discovered must have been some... Indeed. Why would... To be frank, that also... Is there...
So, at court...
Truthfully, that name is already... There used to be a special sea most of Teyvat's...
So it would...
But today, what Vache discovered must have been some kind of special case, or a remnant. Indeed. Why would the... To be frank, is there any... That the sea level... Does that appropriate?
That's right.
Yes, up to... Rumors have it that this prophecy is rooted in the last words, the former high...
A prophecy?
2 parts of the prophecy have already proven correct. The rising sea levels and the ability of the people of Fontaine to be dissolved. We should be more... Speaking of the prophecy, Farina has all... If the rumors were true, then perhaps this prophecy is the conundrum left to Farina by her predecessor.
But with Farina...
Is there anything else you'd like to ask me about? My apologies. My investigation has still not reached its conclusion. However, I still believe the judgment of the For many years, as a divinely created not only can it produce... Which is all to say, I was not aware. In any case, based on Farina... While we do intend to get to the bottom... If we did incorrect...
If you ask Paimon...
Is there anything... Your sibling? Another blonde-haired traveler? I'm sorry, but I've never seen anyone who matches that description. If she ever stepped foot in Fontaine, I'm sure she followed our laws to the letter, and had no reason to appear on the stage of the opera Epiclese. Is there anything else you'd... Very well. It will soon be time for me to leave.
You really...
Crime and villainy do not have the day off, and so justice...
Alright, huh? Paimon just noticed that the rain has stopped.
Relax.
We cannot just rely on the ocean's self-cleaning ability.
You think I've got a sharp tongue? I just tell it like it is. If someone can't handle it, maybe that's their problem.
We cannot just rely on the ocean's self-cleaning ability.
Relax. The wind rises.
A good newspaper should be a lighthouse of truth.
Too slow.